A good question that I got asked this week was from somebody who's supported my channel for a very long time, Chorlers. I've had a lot of comments, a lot of good feedback from him, and he sent in this question and I want to do a video on it. So thanks very much, Chorlers, I appreciate this. If there are any questions that you would like me to answer, then just pop them in the comments below. I answer everything that I get asked, so please don't feel afraid to add anything to this or any of my other videos. But Chorlers asked me, what is the best break to use for a slack rack? So just for those who aren't familiar with the term, slack rack is when someone racks up the balls and they're not all touching each other. So in pool, you want to get them all touching. If you do that, they break open a lot better. A slack rack, sometimes, you know, if they're particularly bad, if they're particularly slack, you know, none of the balls are touching, you can hit them as hard as you possibly like and they just seem to just not move at all. But I got asked, what is the best break for a slack rack? I would say it is the cut break. So I'll just demonstrate this just now, and it's quite an interesting one. I use the cut break, and when I'm setting the balls up myself, sometimes I'll be lazy and I don't try too hard to get them tight, but I never feel like it matters too much on the cut break. And just to go over the question, you know, why a slack rack would even be, you know, a consideration. I guess it's a case of sometimes your opponent sets up the balls for you, so sometimes they can slack rack you, even on purpose, sometimes by accident, but it's always good just to have a look at them, and you can ask for them to be reset up if you don't think that they're particularly tight. Liam Dunster does it all the time, and you know, that's no slight on him. He's got a great break, and that's the reason that he does it. Well, it's probably a more common reason, and I don't know if you can pick it up on my table just now. This is quite a worn cloth, and you can actually see the spots where the balls have been placed over and over and over again. They make little indentations on the cloth, and what that does is it makes it quite hard to get them tight. Sometimes you'll see a ball just kind of fall into place. So if that happens, I would suggest that the cut break is quite good for a slack rack. So I'll just give a very quick demonstration of this. I won't set them up properly. If I do that, so this ball falls out quite a lot for me. So this ball isn't touching, and then none of these three in here are. Those two aren't, and the back ones are. So there's quite a lot of slackness in that pack. But if I hit a cut break, and I'll do it from this side, I don't normally cut from this side, so apologies if I completely mess this up. But if you hit into it, even with a slack rack, from a cut break, you see they've split quite well. I've not potted anything, but you can see that they split well over the table. If I'd made a ball, I probably would have had a chance of finishing it. So I would always recommend the cut break for a slack rack.